So hey guys, welcome back to another Books in Short video, and in this video I'm going to do the book review of the book of Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad and Poor Dad. Actually, I was waiting to do this review for a long time. I have not read this book. Actually, it was launched way back, but I read it recently. So here is the review. In this review, I'm going to talk about the pros and cons of the book and how are the chapters divided. And this book is basically based on financial literacy. So if you want to grow rich, if you want to increase your money, do watch this video till the end because I have lots to share about this book. So without any further ado, let's get started with the video. Some positivity, that is, let's start with the pros of this book. So of course it is a book of financial literacy, and if you are a beginner in this financial world and if you have started earning a bit and you want to know that how to organize your money, this is the exact book you have been looking for, because in this book you will get a beginner's guide to how to manage your money or how to invest your money, in which field to invest your money, so that you can multiply it and become richer in a little time. But I won't say that you're gonna become rich in or overnight, because that's really not possible. We all know that. Talking about the few of the pros or few of the things which have been mentioned in this book is that why middle class or the poor remain middle class or poor throughout their lifetime, and how rich becomes much more richer throughout their life. So the reason which this book have given is that the middle class or the poor, whenever they get their paychecks, they always focus on their liability. And what does liability actually mean? Liability are the things, suppose you buy a house and you have its maintenance cost, you buy a car, you have its maintenance cost. So the amount with which you are spending to buy that particular item or the liability, you need to spend much more amount. You need to spend much more amount for its maintenance, which is really high. And why do rich becomes richer is that they focus on the assets part. And what are assets? Suppose you have money, you buy a house, you sell it in much more, or you sell it in more high amount, and in that way you become richer. Now there are more things, of course you will be reading this book to know all the things what I'm talking about, but these are the general things which I felt should be shared with you. Now what I felt really wrong about this book is that this book only shows you a straight path, that here is the direction in which you have to go, but this book doesn't talks about very fine or minute details which a book should be talking about. Because this book, I think that's why in the beginning I said that this book is a beginner's financial literacy guide. Now if you are already knowing about the financial, like how to start investing, I don't think that this book is going to be much more beneficial for you. Actually, this book in a way teaches you how to think from here, rather than just to act and think that I want to become rich. I think if you have not seen my book review of Think and Grow Rich, that book is similar to this book, but Rich Dad and Poor Dad is just a step forward to that book. Now talking about the thing that why the name Rich Dad Poor Dad. Now the writer's father, which he talks as Poor Dad, and Poor Dad in the sense because he was a university professor and he thinks that he has spent all his life in middle class only, and he has not grown up from that, in a way where his friend's father, whom he calls as his rich dad. In the beginning I thought that how can anyone have two dads? Okay, so here is the contrast, that he calls his own dad his poor dad as because he doesn't know how to manage his money. That's why he is poor till now. Or he calls his rich dad because he's the one who taught him the minute details of how to invest money or how to open your own company in order to become much more rich. So in a line he says that you need to start taking a lot of risk, because if you want to grow your money, or if you really want your life to become extraordinary, you need to take a lot of risks in life, because without risk nothing is possible. So yes, it was all about my today's book review, the famous book of Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. I hope it was all for my today's video. Until we meet, do take care of yourselves, and thanks a lot for 200 subscribers. There is a surprise for all of you, that is the surprise Sunday video of my another vlog of Rameshwaram and Dhanush Kodi is gonna get up soon on Sunday. So keep an eye on the channel for more details. Until we meet, do take care of yourselves and goodbye.